What's up, guys? It's your favorite broker and host, Wayne Chappelle, and I'm right back at you with another video. Like I told you in my other two videos, it's going to be rapid fire, right? I'm trying to put these videos out. I have a goal to meet, and I am dedicated and committed to hitting my 90 videos and 90-day goal. I got a couple days left. The clock is ticking. Time is running out, so I got to make it happen. So this video, I want to talk about real briefly because this comes up a lot, right? And not necessarily in my production side of the business where I'm out, doing real estate deals and transactions. This has to do with real estate coaching specifically, right? And I'm titling this video, Coaching in Crisis Mode. And the reason that I'm coming to you today with this video is I get a lot of folks that I'm coaching, right, who come to our session and they have a crisis going on, right? Now, not saying that I don't want to help you with your crisis. I do, but there's a time and a place for everything, right? And if you hire a coach, right? Typically my sessions are 30 minutes long, right? We have a 30-minute session where we're going to, number one, we're going to review, we're going to analyze, and then we're going to come up with, next steps or things to address moving forward, right? So it's basically three phases, right? Review, analyze, and basically figure out the game plan moving forward, any adjustments that need to be made. So there's really just three that we go through. And 30 minutes is a short time frame to go through. So you want to utilize it if you're paying for a coach, and I've talked to other coaches that run into the same thing where they're coaching in crisis mode, and I'm finding where I'm actually doing it myself, right? I'm coaching in crisis mode because you have a client that comes to you, and I'll give you a perfect example. They're working on a transaction. The transaction is not working out the way it should. They're, whatever things are going on, could be repairs, could be some other, things that's going on with the transaction. I've even had transactions where there's been squatters that moved in, and it's been a whole mess, right? You got legal ramifications, all this other stuff going on. But what I'm trying to say, coaching in crisis mode should not be something that a coach should be having to do if that's not the specific task that you hired them to do. And why I'm saying this is because, like I said, typically in a coaching session, and I know other coaches operate the same way, you're going to be paying for a coach for that month, right? So here we are in December. If I'm your coach, you've already paid me for the month of December. We've already scheduled out our 30-minute sessions throughout the month. And like I said, 30 minutes is not a lot of time because what we're primarily doing is in our 30-minute session, we're number one, we're reviewing, right, the game plan. We're analyzing the game plan and we're making adjustments to the game plan. That is our time allotment for that 30 minutes. So we have to focus on that. But when I have clients that come into the coaching session and saying, hey, coach, I got this going on, this transaction's going south. What can I do? Now, I'm put in a position where I'm giving advice on what you should do in a specific transaction, right? We're looking at a micro piece of the whole picture, right? We're looking at one transaction. Now, I have to sit here and think to myself or ask myself the question, do I want to go down this path with my client? Or should I redirect them to where this is going to be most beneficial for them in their time is back to their broker, right? And typically that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Client that I'm working with, whichever the real estate individual is, I'm going to redirect them to whoever can help them with that and bring them back into focus with what we're trying to do in our 30-minute session, right? We're trying to basically review, we're trying to analyze, and we're trying to make adjustments to that game plan that is outside of the scope of whatever crisis that you have going on with whatever transaction on whatever day it is that we're having a coaching session. So I know maybe some other coaches out there who are watching my videos may be running into this struggle, but I'm specifically talking to the folks that may have coaches out there who are going into sessions with their crisis and basically, getting their coach's advice and the coach is not redirecting them back to the game plan at hand. And, ultimately, here's what happens, right? You come to the coaching session in crisis mode, you get the advice that you need for that transaction, and then down the line, you're pissed off at your coach, or you're upset or disappointed with the results from your coaching program because the time wasn't spent wisely on the actual game plan, right? We have the coaching is about the bigger picture, right? It's not just about single transactions. Now, granted, if you're having the same crisis mode reoccurring, time after time, then yeah, that's something that possibly we need to incorporate into the overall game plan, and have that part of the coaching session, right? Because let's say you're always losing deals over repairs, right? Repairs are always falling through, right? Your repair negotiation skills may be lacking. Maybe that's something that we need to incorporate into the game plan, right? Like I told you, we review, we're going to, assess the situation, right? We're going to analyze, and then we're going to make adjustments. These are the three things that we're constantly doing in our coaching session. So review is what we're looking at in the past, right? What was done since the last session or overall, and then we're analyzing all the data that we have, and then we're making adjustments based off that data. So like I said, if you're having an issue where your negotiation skills are lacking and they're causing your transactions to fall through, that's going to get reviewed, it's going to get analyzed, and then we're going to make adjustments to that plan. So that's just the overall view, right? So I'm specifically talking about when every time you come to a coaching session, and many of you may not even be in coaches, but if you're not, I suggest that you do. You don't have to start with me, but or join my coaching program, but join some coaching program or have somebody that's going to hold you accountable, so they can get you to that next level. Myself, I actually have so a coach has a coach, right? I have a coach, so there's a coach for the coach. But everybody needs coaches in their lives, or mentors or somebody to help them get to that next level. But before I get off on a tangent, this video was about coaching in crisis, and I'm seeing this quite often as I'm talking to other coaches. I'm hearing the same scenarios, and I don't want you guys that are out there with a coach or in a coaching program to fall victim to the crisis mode, right? Because you need to understand what the purpose is of your coaching session, of your coaching program. And if you're dealing with a crisis or a transaction, that should be brought up in your office. It should be brought up to your broker or whoever else is supporting you on that transaction. I mean, it could even be the other side, that helps you figure out a solution to this problem. But it shouldn't be in a coaching session, and that unless that's specifically part of the overall scheme of things, right? So I just want to put that out there, for those coaches out there who are watching my channel who are coaching in crisis mode, please stop it, because you're not going to be doing your client a justice, right? You're not going to be doing them the service overall when they look at the whole coaching program and realize they didn't get the results that they wanted because you were too busy focused on the crisis or whatever challenge they had on a daily basis. Coaching is about the overall game plan. And for those of you who have coaches, please stop going into your coaching sessions in crisis mode. Stay focused, stay on plan, review, right? You want to review, you want to analyze, and you want to make adjustments to that plan. That's what you and your coach should be doing. Time is valuable. Most coaching sessions are only 30 minutes, in a clip. Sometimes they may run longer. Mine, I know, run 30 minutes, and we schedule them, throughout the month. So time is critical. Time is of essence. So we need to cover what's, incorporated in that program, so that we're both successful, right? So as a coach, I'm successful in getting you to what we've agreed to in our coaching agreement, and you as a client is successful in reaching that next level or performing at a higher level, whatever it is that you set out to do in your coaching agreement. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it provided some value to you. Like I said, this channel has my name on it, but it's not about me. It's about you guys. I want to be able to build out this platform to provide value. That's my number one goal, and I can't do it without your help. So I need your comments and feedback below. Please like, please subscribe to the channel. And with that being said, guys, go out there, have a blessed day. Go out there and make it happen. And I'll see you guys on the next video.